Pour the roast, let's talk about the day. Laughing even if it goes astray.
Welcome to?
Well, I thought it was funny!
G'day, folks. The time is 11:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on the 8th of July, 2026. And of course, that means it must be the 9th for our time traveling friends there on the other side of the world. Big hello to every single one of you. And a gigantic hello to that city with the most community members worldwide. That city being Melbourne, Australia. Folks, I hope you're all doing fantastic no matter where you are. My name's Lee. I'm the guy who started our community. Well, I thought it was funny. You folks are you. And you folks are the folks that made this place funny. And you folks are the folks that made this place the funniest city on the internet. And why do I call us that? Well, there's over 950,000 of us in this community of ours, my friends. And that is because it's funny, and it's funny because of you. So I want you all take a cheers yourself, like toast to you. Take a drink of whatever you might be drinking, if you can. But cheers, my friends. Thank you so very much. Now, before we go anywhere, can I ask you a quick favor, my friends? And it really is easy. Can you click the like button on this video or the thumbs up or whatever reaction button that might be? Or if you're on TikTok, Instagram, or whatever, I think you just click on the screen. That'll give you that little heart or whatever it might be. But it really helps me, apparently, with the algorithm. And I need all the help I can get. And if you're on YouTube, please click the subscribe button. And if you're on Facebook and you haven't done this, next to my name, there's a little word that says follow. Click that, please. I'm trying to get to 500 followers on Facebook. That would be incredible. On YouTube, I'm trying to get to 1,000. I'm like 660 some. Please help me out, my friends. Help a brother out, please. Now, I appreciate you doing that, but I appreciate if you didn't do that, my friends. I just appreciate you. I appreciate what you've helped us create here. Like I said, the funniest city on the internet. So that makes me so damn happy. Now, I keep waving my coffee around. All right, sorry about that. So yeah, I want to apologize for not being here on Monday. On Monday, I was working the 2026 Calgary Stampede Powwow. An amazing event. It was day one of 2 days. I only worked the first day. And excellent event. Just the costumes are incredible. Now, these are indigenous folks, and this is a very important, it's like a gathering, a get-together, and there's competition, dancing competition and that. And I don't want to pretend to know, I don't want to pretend to sound like I know more than I do about it, but I do know that I enjoy it. Now, so that is on the Calgary Stampede. It's in the Saddledome where I work normally. Now, currently, Calgary's in the middle of the Stampede. The Stampede is known as the greatest outdoor show on earth. You know, there's a Midway and, of course, a gigantic rodeo, which Calgary's really known for, the Stampede Rodeo. I don't have anything to do with the rodeo or anything, and now I had to get to work yesterday. This is early in the day, and I did walk through part of the Midway. I'll give you some photos from that. So, of course, you know this is a Ferris wheel. I thought this turned out a great shot. A couple of the food places. I'm just heading down an aisle of food places. Your typical kind of thing. Popcorn, candy apples, snow cones. Yeah. Corn dogs. I mean, you can't have a fair without corn dogs, right? This is a piece of art that is out in front of the BMO Center, which is the Bank of Montreal Center. Where a lot of the exhibition stuff's happening inside, but I think this is a water drop, and you can see the Saddledome there in the background. That's where I work. And we're back to the beginning. So that was me walking through the grounds to get to the Saddledome where the powwow was, and then I did get a couple of shots in the powwow on my break. So I'm going to share this with you here, my friends. This is everybody gathered in the center before, like at the beginning. One of the dancers, another one of the dancers. It's a little bit, I don't know what this dance is called. Chicken dance. That was awesome. It's a privilege to be able to work the events like this. I think it's great. The work they do on their outfits and that just unbelievable. And the dances, and there, of course, there's the drumming and the singing and that. It's a fantastic event. I really enjoyed it. Now, I'm not a big stampede guy, like a big carnival or fair guy anymore. I was when I was younger, of course, but now I'd rather just avoid the crowds. But it's worth going through the crowds to get there. And luckily, this was early in the day, so I didn't really have a lot of crowds to go through to get to where I was going. Now to get home, there was huge crowds because we were leaving at about 6 p.m. So it's like prime, people off work and all that, and this is during the week. So, yeah, that's what I did on a Monday, and that's why I didn't have a video for you, my friends, and I do apologize. Let's see what else I got going on here. You know, I have a good friend of mine that lives just outside of Sydney, Australia. His name is Paul, and Paul has a Kia. I think it's called a Kia Carnival in their market, in the Australian market. Here, it is known as a Kia Sorento, I believe. If it's not the same vehicle, they have certain interchangeable parts. Now, my buddy Paul's been having a hard time finding a rear spoiler with the taillight on it. He found one in Canada from a seller, but they don't ship to Australia. So he asked me if I could purchase it on eBay, get it shipped to me, and then I would ship it from here to his place in Australia. Well, it finally arrived here. I shouldn't say finally, it didn't take that long, but it arrived yesterday. I have to freaking repackage this thing, friends. I am surprised it made it from one part of Canada to this part of Canada the way it was packaged, but it did. I'm going to show you what showed up here. Look at this. I understand it's a weird, awkward sized box, but take a look at that. Just falling apart. Like, if I were to send that to Australia now, he ain't getting nothing. So yeah, I have to repackage this awkward sized and shaped product to send off there. And I'm not even sure how I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to be doing something similar to what that original seller did, better, like melding two boxes together. But I don't know. I'm going to get it done, though. I'll be working on that today. So, Paul, that'll be coming to you soon. I'll let you know because I'm going to have to hit you up for the postage price. But I'm not worried about it. Paul's good for it, and I hope I'm just glad Bill helped him out. I just can't believe that even made it to me, though, folks. So that traveled over 2,000 miles from Eastern Canada to here. Yeah, Canada's that big, my friends. It's way bigger than that, actually. So there's that. All right, that was pretty exciting. What else? You know what? Let's see your pets, my friends. I really want to see your pets. I hope you know I want to see your pets. I ask all the time. I have a dare that's out there all the time. I triple dog, triple cat, triple hog, triple bat, triple any animal, mineral, or plant that you consider a pet. Dare you to send in photos of said pet. You can send your photos to photos@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. You can leave them as a comment on today's video. If you've got video of your pets, that's even cooler. Those, videos you'd have to send as an attachment via email because you can't attach videos to these comments, but you can send that to that same email address, pets@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. I want to see your pets. Now, I'm asking you to see your pets. I'm going to show you a photo of Thatcher. This is from Saturday night. This is after we got back from being away a couple of days. I'm just laying on the couch for a little bit, and Thatcher, I think she missed me a little bit because she came over and yeah, look at that. She's like, I got to be right here, Dad. Or maybe she just likes my body. I thought that was a cute photo. So yeah, there's my pet, one of my two pets. Let's see your pets, my friends. Send your photos to pets@wellithoughitwasfunny.com or leave them as a comment on today's video, please. Now, I'm always asking what's going on in your life. I want to, you share things, photos and all that. Rose Glad, one of our longest running members here, or longest running, I don't know, one of our earliest members, one of our top contributors, a very talented person and a very funny person. She sent in a photo of her latest painting, and I just love it. It's horses traversing the water, and look at that. I mean, it really conveys a sense of motion in that. I think it looks fantastic. Colors are beautiful. I'm not an art critic, but I know what I like. Rose, thank you so very much for sharing this. It is a beautiful, beautiful painting. You rock, Rose. I really appreciate it. And say hello to those beautiful dogs of yours, please, for me. And folks, say hello to your pets for me, too. And let me know if they say hi back. Well, maybe don't, because then there might be trouble, right? Folks, I'm a bit of an idiot. I've done literally hundreds of these videos, and I almost forgot the featured posts. Well, folks, we've got 4 featured posts from 4 awesome people like you. Got one from Alice Dahlia, one from Cameron James, one from Lizzie Grin, and one from Sharon Stewart. And we are going to start off with Alice Ladalia's post right now. Here we go. It's a math joke, my friends. We found the square root. Thank you, Alice. You absolutely rock. Our next one is from Cameron James. Ain't this true, my friends? This made me laugh. Thank you so very much, Cameron. Next one is from Lizzie Grin, our top poster, friends. Just say it out loud. Yeah, boy. Our fourth final, and definitely not least, though, is from Sharon Stewart. And that's the way it goes, my friends. Who else? Thank you so very much, Sharon. Thank you so very much, Lizzie. Thanks, Cameron. Thanks, Alice. And thank you to you for all your incredible funny posts, my friends. What else is going on? You know, of course, I spent those couple of days with my beautiful, wonderful wife last week in Salmon Arm, BC. Now, when I was hanging out there, our first night, we had to get a few little groceries for, you know, some water and stuff like that, some cream for our coffee in the morning, because we had a hotel with a beautiful hotel room with a full kitchenette and all that. But anyways, when we were shopping, we were in a Save On Foods, which is a Canadian grocery store. It started in British Columbia. I happened to see something on the shelf. It was discounted. I didn't buy it, but I did try it. These are Brazil colors in, I believe, for the World Cup. Me in a big hat. And it reminded me of something.
Yeah, I found this backstage. Oversized hat. It's funny.
No, it's not.
Sure it is. It's funny. It's funny because it's bigger than a normal hat.
I see that.
Couldn't resist. I should have bought it. It was only $6. But I don't need a big hat in the Brazil colors. I got nothing against Brazil. I love Brazil, folks. If you're from Brazil, I'd love to hear it, my friends. Or if you ever visited Brazil, let me know. Come on. But yeah, this is me in the big hat. And then, of course, the Norm Macdonald bit as Burt Reynolds on Celebrity Jeopardy on SNL. Hope you enjoyed that, my friends. You know what else I hope you enjoy? I hope you enjoy these bad jokes. Somebody just called my phone, sneezed, and hung up. I'm getting really sick of these cold calls. To be fair, you're going to need some games and carnival rides. I started a band called Blanket. We're a cover band. If ignorance is bliss, why aren't more people happy? Singing in the shower is nothing special till you get shampoo in your mouth, and then it becomes a soap opera. Hope you got a few laughs there. I got to thank my buddy Dave Knapp for the ignorance is bliss and the singing in the shower joke. I kind of wrote that to be fair joke. I know it's stupid. And folks, I would love to tell your jokes. Why not leave me a joke or two in the comments or send them to me via email at jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. I want to tell your jokes, folks. And friends, I am here 4 days a week with a fresh batch of these stale jokes just for you. If you want to show your appreciation and you're having a great time, why not consider dropping $1 or $2 in our tip jar at donate.wellithoughitwasfunny.com. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you can help us keep the lights on, keep our joke machine rolling, and keeping our imaginary cow fed. But folks, the most important thing to me is that you keep laughing. Want to help us out and look good at the same time? Head over to store.wellithoughitwasfunny.com where we've got t-shirts, hoodies, 3/4 sleeve rock shirts. We got coffee cups. We've got to-go cups. We've got stickers. Check it out today, folks. That's store.wellithoughitwasfunny.com. Why don't you tell a joke, folks? Record yourself telling a joke, audio or video, and you can send that via email to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. And heck, if you did it on an audio cassette or a video cassette, you just contact me. I'll give you a mailing address. You send that off to me. I'll make a video of me making that video happen. That would be awesome. I don't expect that to happen, but please, if you got a joke you want to tell, record yourself. Send that joke to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com because that would be so cool. What else is cool? The fact that we have about 950-some-thousand community members here. We're shrinking a little bit in our biggest group, but we're already huge. We're well over 930,000. I'm hoping we turn that around a bit because that happens every once in a while. I'm going to go down a little bit and then we start going back up. Hopefully we go back up again. Why? I'm getting a little greedy. I would love to say we have 1 million people in this community, but I got to tell you, I am so happy and satisfied, more than satisfied, blown away with how successful we are as it is. I mean, I got nothing to complain about, my friends. I got just things to shout about in a good way, to shout it from the rafters that we're making so many people laugh, and that's a good thing, you know. And I really hope you understand that you are making so many people laugh, my friends. As we said, we have over 950,000 community members. But did you know that we have about 1.5 million visitors every day? It's incredible. People coming here to find something to laugh, and you're providing it. Cheers for making the world a little bit better, my friends. I am going to try to be here again on Friday, my friends. That's the plan. And of course, that's going to be Saturday for you folks in Melbourne. But, hopefully you're going to be here too, my friends. Hopefully we've got a few new people. But even if we don't, we're already the funniest city on the internet. And you freaking rock, my friends. In the meantime, in the between time, keep laughing.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I think it was funny.
Well, I thought 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 it was funny.